Moving on with this story. During the whole beef protest and in its aftermath, both before and after the U.S. bent over and took it up the rear, we were told that this wasn't anti-Americanism. It wasn't protectionism. It was valid concerns over the safety of imported food products. It was valid concerns about protecting the health of Korean children. And that could possibly be true. Ignore the facts that there were anti-American signs, there were anti-American chants, there were anti-American comments made during the whole protest. Ignore the fact that, well, frankly, the Koreans ignored logic and fact in their protests. Ignore the fact that some of the major organizers of the protest were anti-American groups, North Korean supporters, who are also, of course, anti-American, the Korean Beef Association, which wanted to protect their market from cheap American beef. Ignore all that and believe it was for the safety of Koreans' health, the safety of the children. Well, then I have to ask you, where the hell are all the protesters today? It was recently in the news that snack products aimed at children coming from China contain huge doses of melamine, or melamine, I'll call it melamine, the largest concentration ever found in snack products coming to Korea. This isn't the first time this has been found, it's the second. And the products were still coming in after finding it the first time. Well, of course, if health safety was the major concern of the beef protest, right now there must be mass protests going on all over Korea. Tens of thousands of Koreans must be in front of the Chinese embassy in Seoul protesting this. But they aren't. They're quiet. They're not saying anything. They're, frankly, hypocrites. This goes to show that, well, maybe the U.S. beef thing wasn't really about protecting people's health. In the case of U.S. beef and the scare over mad cow, you had a tiny, tiny chance that maybe, possibly, you might get sick. And they were out in the tens of thousands. Here, for the second time, you have a product aimed at kids that clearly has a health risk. And they're silent about it. Really makes you wonder what the driving force of the beef protest was. For me, well, frankly, all those people that said it wasn't anti-Americanism, it wasn't protectionism, go to hell, you're lying. If your concern is health safety, where are you now? Nowhere to be seen. One guy on the internet speculated that it's because it's China. And Koreans know that if they did something like banning the Chinese food goods from coming in, China would retaliate. They wouldn't be like America. Bend over and take it up the ass. China has retaliated in the past. Korea has threatened to limit imports, and China said, fine, then we're shutting this sector down to you, and oh, Korea caved in and took it up the ass. So it's very enlightening to see how concerned Koreans really are about the safety of imported food products and the safety of their kids' health.